Hey guys, Clumsy here. Super cold morning. I wish it was the same here. No, oh my goodness. Yeah, I spent the night here. Not the most comfortable spot, but the view for this sunrise is worth it. How's everyone doing? Welcome back. I'm recording this right after the previous one. Let's get started. We are on a mission here. On a mission to get to Oregon, to Lakeview, to finally pay off our loan. Hopefully, keeping my fingers crossed, the money will be enough. Otherwise, I will just cry. Nah, I'll make it work. Alright. But yes, let's get going and cover as much as we can. Well, it's early. Actually, it's not super early anymore. It's actually already 8:30, I think. Yeah, almost 9 a.m. My goodness, it's just that the sun rises very, very late. 1 second. Why does it seem so dark though? If we adjust that, no, the lights. That might be. No, that didn't really help. Okay, anyway, good. Everyone else is still sleeping. I wonder when I'll be releasing this. I'll probably release this 2nd of January, so Happy New Year everybody. Fresh start. Let's start the year fresh and start the year right. And let's do that by paying off our loans. Being debt free. Yeah. Almost there. Well, not quite. Let's have a look. ETA 12 hours. 9:06 p.m. on a Friday. So yes. Oh, should be the same day actually. Oh, interesting. Okay, so if that's accurate, then we should be able to deliver it within this day. Today is a Friday here as we're driving here. Train. Race with the train. Why not? Good luck to us. I don't think we have any chance of winning. By the way, in the previous episode, I didn't realize it because I wasn't really looking much at the speed limits. But apparently I had everything set to US already. So apparently that was in miles already, what we were seeing there. My bad. Oh, let's slow it down. 25. We don't want any unnecessary tickets. We want to save up every penny for the loan payment. So let's slow it down, take it slow, let the train win. Discipline and control. Start the year right? Yes, let's do just that. Okay, 1 second, huh? Alright. That work? Did that double? Hopefully not. Okay. I was just testing some audio settings, making sure that you guys are able to hear me. Is that Free Willy? You guys know that movie? That was a classic. I think in the 90s. Movie about a killer whale. Was it a killer whale? Yes. And a killer whale is a shark, right? I think something like that. It's all confusing, all these names of the animals. But yeah, it was a very memorable movie, but as always, I forgot the story. So maybe not that memorable after all, huh? Ay, ay, ay! Oh, I actually beat the red light. That's not good for the... Ah, dang it. Yeah, we lost a bit of money there. Very tricky. Have to be very careful of these intersections. Because the road markings are barely visible. I do like these corner shops here though by MLH. Real Company Mod. Macy's is a very famous clothing store in the US, right? At least it was. I'm not sure how it looks these days. Oh man, yeah, but yes, I have to be very careful with these stop signs. I have to be very attentive. That means no more speaking, silent trucking from now on. Nah, I can't do it. So, I'll just have to bear with my voice. Or go on mute and play some music in the meantime. Oh, don't you even think of charging me, thank you. Yoga studio, hey, I like the sound of that. My goodness, yoga. Have you guys tried practicing yoga ever? I know people who are into trucking sims or trucking in the first place maybe, and yoga maybe don't mix very well. But I'm one of those guys who really like that balance. And this entire December, so normally me and Mrs. Clumsy, we have yoga classes every week. But this entire December we didn't, because our instructor went on vacation. She went somewhere here in the US, I think. And so no classes the entire month. And initially we were happy because we had some extra time in our hands. Didn't have to wake up early. Oh, look at these trees. They have the balance. Some snowy, some dry. All very wintry vibe. But yes, so initially we were happy about it. No yoga means we didn't need to wake up early. Less effort needed. We can lounge around on our weekends. But after a couple of weeks, we started feeling the effects. So yeah, you know how it is that when you're starting to age, you start feeling more and more things. Your bones cracking, your back hurting, and all that stuff. Ooh, green light. No need to pass through a way station. Nice. Good. That means better on the fuel economy. Alright, but yes, so you know that feeling if you're in the 30s and above, you start feeling that. Yoga is one thing that really helps with that for us, and I can highly recommend it. So all those back pains disappeared when we were doing that weekly yoga class. And as we did not go to yoga class this December, we started feeling those pains get back again. And so we are looking forward to getting back into yoga this January. But it really helps, So if you guys have pains, you've tried having them massaged, you tried all these different remedies, yoga is something I can highly recommend to you. You have lots of yoga classes these days. You have virtual classes nowadays. That's actually the one we attend because it's convenient and you don't get paranoid, right, with everything happening all around you. You don't want sweating right next to some other people. So sweating on the comfort of your home, it sounds like a good deal to me. So I would highly recommend you guys try it out. Even if you don't have those pains yet, start early, because it is going to be very beneficial for you. And try it out. And don't expect like a magic bullet. Don't expect like an elixir, like you drink it, you do it once, and then everything goes away. It's not like that. It is a very slow, very natural process. Like, okay, one day you have back pain, and then you just realize after some time, it's been a while since your last back pain happened. It's been a while since you last ached on these bones, these joints. And so the effects are very slow. The effects are very gradual. But the effects are very lasting as well. So as long as you keep practicing regularly, the pains don't return. And yes, these are like old age problems, but these are real life problems. So if you have those pains, go and attend the yoga class. It's not for women only. It's not for flexible people only. Any shape, form, any level of flexibility you have, you are going to benefit from it. Because one thing that they always teach is you go to your edge, not someone else's edge. You know, when you stretch, you go to your edge, your limit, your maximum, what you can give. And if you cannot give much, that's okay. But you go to your own edge, and after some time, that edge will go farther and farther. And you'll just start noticing the improvements. It's a very gradual improvement, and it feels great. So I highly recommend it. Try it out, guys. It's going to help you out because I'm not sure if you've encountered that before, but I have. Like while you're trucking like this, while I'm streaming, while I'm recording, suddenly I feel back pain, I feel some other pain, and it's uncomfortable, right? It's painful, of course, and it's not nice. And if you're one of those who experience the same thing, or you don't want that to happen to you, yoga, I think, is the number one remedy to that. You can have it massaged away and whatnot, and that helps a bit, but yoga is something like the healing comes from the inside. That's how I would phrase it. Massage is like a temporary fix, you could say. An exterior fix. But yeah, the yoga is repairing things from the inside, letting your body repair itself. It's so cool. Oh, look at that. Is that the Space Needle? Yeah, we are in Washington already, right? Yes, I almost forgot. Very nice. Cool. I always enjoy these areas. This area in particular. I'm not sure if we're going through that bridge. I don't think so. But we're for sure will be able to find a nice spot for the thumbnail here. Let's keep our eyes peeled. Anyway, so yes, even though we're a bit lazy sometimes, because our yoga class is like Saturday morning, you know, it's the start of the weekend and you can't even sleep in, so it's a bit of a hassle sometimes, but at the end of the day, it's worth it. What the heck was that now? That was the loan payment. Okay, that's okay, because even though that had a bit of interest in there, that's still paid. Some part of it was paid towards the principal of the loan, right? Some part towards the interest. So we still paid off the loan a little with that expense. So it's okay, it's okay. Not the most optimal, but we still paid it off. It didn't just go to a traffic violation ticket or something. It still went towards paying off the loan, at least a huge part of it. Seattle discovered, nice. Let's see if this will be a nice thumbnail. Oh yeah, yeah. Not the best because we don't have that bridge, but well, that's more than enough. My goodness, where are the lines? Not sure which lane I should be in. Straight? Yes, yes, here. SeaTac Airport. Not really going there, but I guess that way is where we're going. So yes, highly recommend yoga, guys. Now, going off on a totally different topic, it's with regard to the wheel, steering wheel. I have been. One second. Oh, the cold is getting to my throat. It's so cold in here. One second, guys. Okay, we're back. Let's see. Oh, dang it, we're not lucky this time. Okay, stop by the way station. So yes, let's go back to the wheel topic, steering wheel topic. I have been eyeing a new wheel for a bit of time, thanks to your recommendations. I'm not yet convinced that I should buy it, so I'm not really that excited about it. I think I'm still pretty happy with my G27. I know that the experience will be a lot better though when I finally switch my wheel, but it's not really critical at the moment. Let's have a look how heavy we are. 62,000 pounds. Is that heavy? What's the max gross weight for a truck with 2 axles on the trailer? 6x4, 6x2 on the truck, and then 2 axles on the trailer. Let me know if you're familiar with those regulations, okay? But yes, the steering wheel. I would probably get it eventually, but not ASAP. The, what was that? Thrustmaster T300 RS GT edition. And then I'll be getting a separate shifter, Thrustmaster shifter with it. All signs point to that, that being a great wheel. So I'll probably buy that, but not immediately. I wanted to get some other inputs from you though. How do you mount your wheel? How do you set it up? For those who have steering wheels, do you always have that on your desk? Do you remove it when you need to like work on your keyboard and whatnot? Like for example, when you're switching gears, for example for me, I'm switching from truck sim to flight sim. So I need to switch it out, right? How do you have that modeled in? Oh, very nice in here. It's a very famous stadium, right? Forgot the name though. I'm sure you guys will remind me. So yes, how do you have your wheel mounted? Because for me, I only have it on the table. So every day, I have to mount, dismount it, and it's a bit of a hassle. It's livable. It's a bit of a hassle. It takes like 5 minutes to set up, so it's not at the end of the world, right? But more of my concern is the cables. I have to set up the cables every time, and they are kind of getting stretched, getting not too healthy on the cable long term, I think. Maybe that's why my current wheel is starting to act up because of all that mounting and dismounting. So how do you have yours set up? I know some people have wheel stands. I've been looking into that as well, so you can fold it and keep it mostly intact. But wheel stands for me, I had to look at some videos. It seemed promising. I'll have to get additional space though, which I don't think I have. Because that means if I have a wheel stand, the wheel cannot be on the table anymore, right? It has to be like away from the table. So I have to push myself away from the table. I know they don't have that much space anymore to do that. So wheel stands might not be practical unless the wheel itself can be like overlapping on the table. Then that can work. But if I have to push myself back, it might not. So yeah, still looking for a nice solution for that. A solution that will allow me to switch easily from truck sim, from a wheel, right, to flight sim, to either a yoke or a HOTAS, to just working with a keyboard. So those kind of 3 or 4 different setups. I have not really found an optimal way of switching between them. Just have to really get used to switching the stuff. And yeah, as I said, it's not really the most critical thing because it's just a hassle, but I can live with it. I'm just concerned about the cable health, especially with the wheel. The way the G27, my steering wheel is, when you connect the cables, you kind of snap them in place, and that snapping kind of squeezes the cables. So at some point, I think it might give out. And I think that's why sometimes it's giving out already, actually. But then again, maybe I should just keep on doing that, so when it finally gives out, I have a perfect reason to buy a new wheel, right? So yes, maybe forget the wheel stand, let's continue with this setup. And I'll wait for it to break, and when it does, then it's time. Yeah, that's a good plan. Let's see if that works. Oh my goodness. Master plan right there. But yes, I think in terms of the wheel, I have that mostly decided on. Seems like a great wheel from all your inputs. And yes, I'll be switching from a Logitech to a Thrustmaster because I'm not really impressed with Logitech anymore these days. Their software is just pretty crappy. And it's getting updates constantly, but it's never fixing the stuff really. They don't have the proper support, especially for older models. It's like they're forcing it to upgrade. And the Thrustmaster equipment I do have for flight simming, I have no complaints. They're not the highest end, but then again, I did not pay the highest end for them. They are entry-level simulation gear from Thrustmaster, so they feel entry-level as well. So with Thrustmaster, at least I get that feeling that you get what you pay for. You know, you want the top of the line, you pay top of the line, but it's going to be worth it. So in terms of value, it's always up there. You don't have the budget, so you can only afford cheap. Then you get the cheaper variants. It will not be as high quality, but it still will be great. And that's what I feel with the flight sim equipment I have from Thrustmaster. With Logitech, the wheel is not bad, right? The wheel is great. It's starting to give out after 5 years. But that's not a bad lifespan. But the software is very bad. The software is very, very bad. To give a perspective on how bad that is, each time this Logitech G Hub updates, I have to uninstall the driver manually for this wheel, for the G27. Otherwise, I won't be able to use it at all. If you guys have been in here before, I've had one stream where we actually drove with a flight yoke, because I thought that my steering wheel was done for. I thought it was finished. Because whenever I connected it, you know that sound, that it did that on loop. And I thought that the connection was broken, that the wheel finally gave out. And I was ready, prepared to buy a new wheel. But then later on, I discovered the culprit was actually Logitech G Hub. Because it updated and it created a driver for this old wheel of mine, a driver that does not work. And so every time Logitech G Hub updates, I have to go ahead and uninstall the driver manually. And that's the only way the wheel works. So yes, not the best support at all for older products. So yes, that convinced me to switch to Thrustmaster, given my experience with both companies. But then yes, I think I'll be waiting for this wheel to give out, so I have a perfect excuse to buy a new one. I did see that the Thrustmaster wheel I'm eyeing is already in stock. At least it is in stock in the US, and I think it can be shipped all the way here. Ideally, it would be available also locally, so that the shipping costs will be cheaper, it will arrive faster, it will be less likely that it will have damage because there's less shipping, less chances of it being dropped or shaken, not stirred. No, not that one. But yes, more shipping, more layovers, more chances of getting damaged. So I don't want to risk that if I can avoid it. Oh, we're now in Oregon. Wow, that was fast. Oh my goodness, guys. Yeah, we can finish this in the next episode, I think. Goodness, okay, let's start looking for a place to rest. And then we'll finish it on the next one. How many miles do we have to go? 362 miles. Yeah, I think we can finish that in one episode. We will be finishing in 7 hours. Yes, so we mostly did like half the work this episode. Remember, initially we were like 12 hours remaining for the job. Now we're down to like 7 hours, so mostly half. Thank you, interstates. You can travel freely like this. Oh man, this is what I love about Oregon though. Portland in particular. All the bridges, all the types, very nice. Are we staying to the right? Sure seems like it. Salem? Yeah, southbound. I-5 south. Yes. Oh yeah, look at that bridge. The overlapping bridge. Not sure what you call it, but yes. The opposite side is above us. Cool. This game is amazing, isn't it? So relaxing. I have not driven. Yeah, so throughout this holiday period, for me, 2 weeks, I'm on holidays. I've been driving a little to finish the Christmas event, but not really that much. I have not been. Oh yeah, with the cable car and everything. This will be the new thumbnail, I think. I like this. Let's go and spot. Let's go and look for a rest area. There is something. There's a town coming up ahead. Not sure which city that is. That is Salem. Okay, yeah, well, let's stop in Salem, I think. That would be the best. And then let's look for a rest area there. Don't really need to sleep, just take a few minutes break. Drive time and all that. Oh my goodness, drive time. Yeah, it's always a tricky topic. I was thinking of implementing drive time at one point, but it's too complex and I don't think it blends very well to the scaling in the sim. So we'll have to park that idea for now. But if you have an idea how to implement that properly, let me know. You can try it out maybe. I am not a fan of that tachometer plugin though. You know that tachometer plugin, I think it requires you to have the mini console up, so you'll have numbers on the upper left of the screen, and that way you'll be able to monitor the timing of how much you've driven and how much you have to go before you have to take a break. Yeah, it's not something I would be very much interested in because it kind of breaks immersion with all those numbers on the screen. As you guys know, I like to keep it as overly free as possible. Right, I do see a rest area here. Let's go and stop here. Red light, full stop. Look, and then go. Turn right on red is a thing. Yes, thank you. That burger looks enticing, doesn't it? I think I'll go and cross the street and get a couple of burgers there. Yes, more than one, I think. Alan might want one. How about Keddy? Oh, I can't wait to get a sleeper cab, guys, so we can have some more pets. Alex has been teasing me about it. Alex posted a photo in our Discord. He found that mod from... Oh, I forgot the name of the modder, but it's in the SES forums. Adds a lot more accessories. So normally we have Sizzle's Mega Pack, right, for the cabin accessories. So it's like that, but done by a different guy. A different Sizzle. Not Sizzle, definitely. But yes, in his pack, there are quite some nice accessories. I saw a Nintendo Switch, I think. You can put right there on top. You have some nice ideas in there, and oh yeah, and definitely getting a burger from here. A burger or two. So let's just park it up. There is an international dealer up ahead. I would assume there should be a parking area right there. Over here. Yeah, that looks spacious enough. I hope they won't shoo us away with our rusty looks. There you go. Alright, let's rest up here. I'll grab a burger and I'll meet you guys back here for the last leg of the trip. Right? What was I saying? Oh yeah, the pets. And yes, I would want to get a sleeper cab because that cabin accessory pack has more pets, has more types of dogs. Right, anyway, one thing at a time. Alright guys, catch you in the next episode. Let's finish this and pay off that debt. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. Clumsy Trucking.